Well, good afternoon. It's September 3rd, Tuesday afternoon. I thought I'd do a little bit of a small video on the spiders and the diamonds. This came out on the previous live webinar we did earlier today. And when you're looking at stocks, whether you're looking at holding a position, looking to enter a position, or exiting a position, always look where the stock's heading and what's it going against, what's it going into. Many of you are like real nervous about today's action this morning, and it bounced, and for some reason, you got to remember something. You got to control your emotions. You got to learn to keep the emotions at the door, and you will. You know when you will? The day that you have a proven strategy, a trading strategy that fits your trading style, you have rules that you will adhere to, stops and so on. You have identified your trading edge where you can now read the markets according to your trading style. And that's when you will relax. That's when you will control your emotions. When you've identified charts, when you've identified price and volume and action, and folks, let me tell you something, that's going to take years. It's not going to take a few months. It's going to take years. And some of you are going to compress that into a year or two or three if depending on how many hours you put in a day and how much time you put the homework in. And if you don't put the homework in at the time, it's not going to happen. It will happen, but it's going to happen later than sooner. But like the spiders, it was brought up by a family trader today about the spiders bouncing. Now, this particular individual always wants to trade this one for whatever reason, and then sooner or later they'll figure it out. But regardless, as this thing is bouncing today, we did take out the swing low last week, been bouncing around there. The swing low is of the 28th of August of 164.19. Have you noticed? It's getting back underneath there right now. But you also, what is it going against? You have this huge downdraft bar. You're always going in, what's it going? Past experience and highs. Like, look at this. We got up to the high of 169 with 243 million. You come up with 110 million, 53 million, 89 million, and guess what? It can't hold price because it has no volume. Rejecting higher prices because going against that, you have 243. You don't have the juice. It won't take it higher. You can't bust it higher. It's going to bust it lower. So now you're bouncing today. You're looking into this downdraft bar of 205 million shares on, what was it, June 19th. That bar's high is 165.89. Guess what we got up to? 165.59. You have a downdraft bar at 205 million, and today you don't even have yet 53 million. So more than likely it was going to reject. So now it's given up. Not only is it given up, we're now, as we're speaking, breaking below the 164.19. Interesting how that works. Even that bar alone, that downdraft bar, that swing point is 157 million shares. And you're doing 54 million. Do you get it? It can't hold price. There's no juice. If you take a look at the diamonds, the same thing. You coming into this bar right here, this downdraft, which was the swing low on the 21st of August of 148.50. That's 9.5 million. You come up today with 3.3. Can't even get in there. Can't even take it out. It doesn't have the volume. Even if you take it all the way back and you look at this big downdraft bar of 14.3, no juice, no volume, it's taking it under. This is what I mean by studying charts. And hours upon hours upon hours upon hours. And when you reject higher prices, what does it do? Can't bust it higher, they'll bust it lower. Price and volume, price and volume. And some of you, and I can tell, I probably, on price and volume, I can only tell you probably thousands and thousands of hours. So put the time in. It will come. And this is setting up beautifully. Patience, folks. If you don't have patience, go and invest in some super glue. Stick your hands in your pockets and glue them to your pockets and watch and learn. Have a great afternoon.